Today is Saturday, the 8th of August 2026. It's Saturday morning. It's 9:15 in the morning. We're on the Quantocks. We're at Holford Green car park. Plan is we're going to head up into the woods over that way, up towards Alfoxton. Set up a couple of cameras, and then we're going to head up onto the top of the hills and just have a look, see what's about. There's been a drought for quite some time now, hot weather, so we'll see how that's affected the hills. So we're going to get these trail cameras set up and see what we can do. So anyway, let's get the backpack on and we'll move out. If you freeze it there, there's a little bit of oomph on where we are. Car park's pretty quiet at the moment. Ryan's here today for the walk, so let's head up into the woods and set these trail cams up. If you often frequent our videos, you'll know that you've been here quite a few times. There's the van in the car park, and this is the green that gives Holford Green its name, or the green part of the name. We just head down here, round the corner we should come to the old dog pound. We're going to go over the stream, so let's see how much flow is in that. Just a fair bit of flow in the stream there. Seems we haven't had any decent rain for weeks now. There's the old dog pound. We're going to head up this way. Let's have a quick look in here while we're here. Been in here before many times, but while we're here, there you go. Right, now it's upwards. A nice little bit of breeze coming in there. It's already pretty warm. Right, first gate. Okay, we just come from down there. All uphill so far. Following the path off around to the right. don't know what that noise is. Alfoxton house is just down there, perhaps it's coming from there, that horn noise. And at the moment I'm in the shade of these trees, which is nice, but there's no breeze at all. Right, off to my left takes you up onto the moors, and we're going to put the camera up in this bit of woodland on the right. We've got two cameras, so we're going to set them up in there. This is known as Alfoxton Deer Park, so hopefully it'll live up to its name and we'll get some deer on these cameras. One of the cameras is a shein camera that costs £15. We'll have a look at that when I get it out the bag. So let's see what that one can do over a week. Just a cheapo one. We're looking for a gate a little bit further up to the right. Take us into there. Oh, don't say the flies are going to be about. I've forgotten about them this time of year. Oh, it's already bloody hot. Seen quite a few squirrels while I've been walking up, and one rabbit. Right, where's this gate? Should be coming up to it soon. Still no sign of it. Right, we're heading back because we've gone past the gate. I thought there was another gate further up. Just checked on the map. Should have done it when we was at the gate. Walked past it. Luckily I don't think it's too far. This is why you should always check on your map. Right, well I'll bring you back when we're at the gate. Right, here's the gate. Head along here for a little bit and head off trail, set up the cameras and then head back up onto the top of the hills, get a few views, have a couple of snacks, before circling back, get back to the van, and then we'll be back a week's time to get the cameras and see what we get. Jungle here. Right, looking for a suitable spot, head off, set the camera up. Don't want the camera near the trail so anyone can see it. Obviously it's got to be on a deer trail so it picks something up. Right, I'll bring it back when we're found a spot for the camera. Okay, so this is the, nope, that's not the Shein one. Let's get the Shein camera we're going to put up first. So this is the Shein camera. It costs about £15. We're going to put him on the tree here and just see what we get. I think we go right about there. See what we end up with. We have tested this camera at home, so we know it does work. This will be the first time it'll be left out for a week. It'll be interesting to see what we end up with, if anything at all. Right, that's camera number 1 in position. What we'll do when I go off, find a spot for camera number 2 and then head on our way. Right, there's trail cam number 2 and that's the sort of view he's got. So we'll be back in a week to collect them. Let's get back up on the main path and get on that way, get up and have some snacks somewhere. Right, trail cams are put out, we'll collect them in a week's time. And I might put the footage, if they get anything, I might put the footage on the end of this film, or I might make another short film for it. We know when we're watching. Right, we're back out on the trail, the main path. Let's head out onto the top of the Quantocks, get something, a couple of snacks, and then back round to the van. So this is only going to be a very short film. Right, well, we just come from down there. We're about to leave the wooded bit behind and head out onto the moors. That's the shade of these trees gone. Hopefully we'll catch a breeze when we get up that way a bit. We won't be doing any cooking today because everything's just too dry. It's not worth the risk. But here normally is where the fire beaters are in case there's a fire, but they're missing. So I don't know what's happened to them. They've gone. Right, we gotta head up this way. Right, well, there's Alfoxton Woods where we just come from, and we're just heading up onto the moors, and now we can see the Bristol Channel. looking across the Wales. There's a very slight breeze up here right now, which is quite nice. Bit of cloud about, but we are in the sun. And everything is pretty dry up here. Like I said, we won't be doing any cooking while it's like this. It's just silly. We will be stopping for some snacks when we find a spot. Right, so we just come from here. We're going to head up that path. We could take that one, that takes us all the way around. So we're going to take the direct route straight up the top, up there. And there's that view again. Just over there is Inkley Point, where they're building the new power station and where the old one is. And out over there, that's Brean Down. Island is Steep Home. Next island along, if you can pick it up, it's Flat Home. And then there's Wales. Right, let's get up here. And yeah, this doesn't look like much of a very good path. Very rocky. But it is on the sat map. Of course, just because it's on the map doesn't mean it's always there, but I can see it snaking up through the top there. Right, well, we're nearly at the top of where we want to go. Obviously it's higher up that way. But we just come across the long stone on the Quantock Hills. We did do a video on this, we went looking for it. And if Ryan goes and walks next to it, you'll see it ain't very big. And there's the Bristol Channel again. Right, well, we're going to head on over this way and then start heading down, stop off for some snacks and get on our way. In actual fact, I think we'll stop for our snacks right here. It's as good as any, and we get the view as well. Right, let's see what we got. Refrigerators. We got a nice view here, straight over there. I'm going to say there's no cooking. If we had a gas stove out now with this grass like this, it's dry as anything. One false move and the whole lot's gone up. Probably find there's a rule up here anyway not to do it. But we don't need to be told. We can work that out for ourselves. Just over in the distance, that's Dolesborough Hill Fort over there. Big mound hill. And we're heading over this way. We're going to catch up with a trail further along and then head right. That's the plan. View out across the Quantocks there. Right, it was all down a hill all the way now. So we're just going to get down here and then hit a right. Right, we just come from up there The plan now is we're going to head off to the right, change of plan, we're going to head straight down to where those trees are there, and that'll take us back round to the van. Time's catching up with us on limited time today, so we're going to cut that little bit out and do this, and it should take us back down the same trail we come up, get up here in the first place, down where the dog pound is. The van's down there somewhere. Right, on we go. Certainly see Hinkley Point Power Station directly in front of us now. And this is pretty steep going down here. Glad we're going down it and not up it. This path is getting steeper. Of course, what you have got is loose rocks on the floor like these. You've got to be careful you don't slide on one of them. Ryan's already down the bottom. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm back at the bottom. Right, we just come down there. Earlier in the film we went up there, and this is the way back down here. I'm probably 10 minutes away from the van, so not far. Right, we just come back through the gate. We're just heading down this little stretch here. We'll be back at the dog pound in a minute, and then we'll be back at the van. Let's have a look at the time. Just gone 10 to 12, and I think by the time we finish this walk it's going to have been about 3 miles, so not a lot, but just nice to get out, have a little walk around, and we'll find out in a week's time if those cameras have picked up anything and if they're still there. Obviously somebody could come across them and decide they're going to help themselves or smash them up. Hopefully they'll still be there, and hopefully they've picked up some wildlife. Been putting the cameras out for the past few years, different ones in different places. We've caught a few deer, but not a lot really. So let's see if we get any better this time round. Right, let's carry on. There's the dog pound again. A few minutes we'll be back at the van, which should be good because we've run out of water. I think we've got some supplies in the van. I know we've got some cans of Coke. I know Ryan's going for one of them. I'll see what I can find in there. Be a case of make do. Right, we're going to cut across the green to get to the van. A few more cars in and out. Well, we're back at the van. Let's get in, sit down and have a drink. Right, well, we've had a drink of water. Ryan's had a can of Coke. 3.1 miles was the total dist. Getting pretty busy in this car park, so we're going to pack up and head on. Well, it's the Sunday. Just over a week has passed since we put this camera here and the other one over there. I just checked this one, absolutely nothing on it. So that one's a fail. So I'll just take this off the tree and then we'll head over to the other camera and see if we get any better luck on that one. Okay, I just got to the second camera, which is here. Bit more success. So that's one of 10 recordings it's made. You can see there's a deer on that one. So everything that's worth watching I'll put on at the end of this film. So not a total disaster. So there we go. Okay, so I'm going to end the film now. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. And of course, stay tuned. The footage from this camera will be coming up now. Catch you again.